ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ 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 ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ
ਸਤਨਾਮ ਸ੍ਰੀ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਜੀਓ। ਬਿਖਿਆਨ ਸਿਓ ਕਾਹੇ ਰਚਿਓ, ਨਿਮਖ ਨਾ ਹੋਏ ਉਦਾਸ। ਕਹੋ ਨਾਨਕ ਭਜ ਹਰਿ ਮਨਾ, ਪਾਰੇ ਨਾ ਜਮ ਕੀ ਫਾਸ। ਕਹੋ ਨਾਨਕ ਭਜ ਹਰਿ ਮਨਾ, ਪਾਰੇ ਨਾ ਜਮ ਕੀ ਫਾਸ। ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕਾ ਖਾਲਸਾ, ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਫਤਿਹ। So Sangat ji, today we'll be going through the second slok given to us as motis are these beautiful pearls by Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji Sache Paatshah Ji. And in this slok, Paatshah Ji start off with saying Bikhyan syo kahe rachyo. And like we mentioned in the first slok, Paatshah Ji will tell us, so if we're not praising Akal Purkh Vaheguru Ji, if we're not praising God, what will we end up doing instead? What is it that is stopping us from praising God? So Paatshah Ji saying here that Bikhyan syo kahe rachyo. It's a question they're putting forward to us. So first, what we'll do is we'll just do the Akri Arth of the complete Pangti, the literal translation. Paatshah Ji puts a question forward and saying that why are you engrossed in poison? And in a poisonous way of life, why are you engrossed in that way of life? And then they say that Kaho Nanak Bhaj Har Mana. Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji Paatshah saying, oh my mind, Bhaj Har Mana. Meditate, oh my mind, on God. Bhaj Har Mana. And then Paatshah is saying, Pare na jam ki fas. If you do that, then what is it that won't happen? Pare, you will not then you will not fall into jam ki fas. Jam means death, and then fas means news. You won't then get caught up in the news of death. And I know as soon as we say that, some questions might start to arise to think, well, does that mean we don't die then? Well, yes, that does mean we don't die, but what type of death is Maharaj Ji talking about here? And what is the poison Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji Paatshah Ji is talking about? That's what we're going to try and look at today. So, Bikhyan syo kahe rachyo. Paatshah Ji saying that, why are you so... Rachyo means entangled, engrossed. Why are you so entangled and engrossed in Bikhyan? Bikhyan can be translated to vis, meaning poison, can be translated to vishe. Vishe means in negativity, in that thing that is destroying your life. And if we look at poison in itself, what is poison? Poison, we can look at it in two forms. There's two forms that it can be looked at in. There's that poison, it could be so deadly, the moment somebody takes it upon their tongue, it'll instantly, within a few minutes, it'll cause death. Or then there's those poisons that could be damaging our inside slowly. We don't realize at the time, and it's causing damage to our organs, and little by little, moment by moment, it's actually bringing us closer to death, something that is decaying us away. Kahe rachyo. So what are these poisons that we end up indulging in becoming engrossed in? There's many places where Maharaj Ji has made us aware of this. And Paatshah Ji say to us, Rasna jape na naam, til kar kattiye. This is that tongue that doesn't recite God's name. Rasna jape na naam, til kar kattiye. Bit by bit, their tongue is cut into pieces. And what does it mean that their tongue is cut into pieces? It means that instead of reciting God's name, what do we do instead? Virnave mohe gand. We take dirt, absolute filth, impure things on our tongue instead of something as beautiful as God's name. And we end up slicing our tongue in little bits with things like slander. Slander is absolute poison. Having ill thoughts for someone is absolute poison, Sangat Ji. And we don't realize that these things are damaging our mind so much. Just like we might be eating a certain type of food, we might be taking something like today that is so commonly used as refined sugar, and we don't realize the damage it's actually doing to us. In this way, we're actually taking that sugar, we're taking that poison, but this poison is sugar coated. During that time, we enjoy it so much. When we start to gossip, when we start to slander. So Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji is saying that Bikhan se kahe racho, that's one poison, sugar-coated poison of slander that we're so engrossed in. Nimak means that moment it takes for us to blink our eye. Something so instant, that little moment. Nimak na ho hai udas. Udas, the word udas, we may have heard this word in Punjabi. We might meet someone and saying, tu aaj bada udas lagda hai. We're saying that udas can be translated to upset. Saying, and often it's when somebody is close to someone and that person, then they're separated from that person, they move back, they go to a different country or something happens, they're not around that person anymore, and they say, you look really udas, you look really upset because of that separation. But udas also means detachment. And over here, Guru Sahib Ji is talking about detachment. What does it mean though? The actual translation, we've got those people that are called udasis, those that people that are detached. But what does that actually mean? It means that person that doesn't want anything anymore. Jado ਕਿਸੇ ਨੂੰ ਕੋਈ ਚੀਜ਼ ਦੀ ਹੁਣ ਲੋੜ ਹੀ ਨਾ ਹੋਵੇ, that person that doesn't desire any worldly things anymore, that haven't got the hope set in that ਜੇ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਆ ਮਿਲੇ, if I get this then I'll be okay. They haven't got that anymore. This is not even for one moment. You are becoming that way, that I don't need this, I don't want this. So if we now refer back to the first video of Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji Paatshah Ji's life, that will get us to realize what it actually means to be udas. Just like Guru Gobind Singh Ji Paatshah Ji say to us as well, Re man, oh my mind, Re man, aso kar sannyasa. Sannyas means when you actually give up your household way of life and you go away into the jungles. It says, but go into that type of jungle. Guru Gobind Singh Ji Paatshah says, Re man aso kar sannyasa, ban se sadan sabe kar samajh ho, man hi mahe udasa. Guru Gobind Singh Ji Paatshah saying, see this, your household way of life to be like that jungle, meaning that manhi, within your own mind, remain udas, remain in that way of detachment, of feeling like that, of feeling content and not feeling that I need this, I need that, I need this and I need that. Sangat ji, there's many people that may give up life in that way. There might be people that decide and they say, now assi hun udas ho gaye hain is zindagi to, that we've now lifted ourselves away from this world and we're not going to get married. Some people decide to remain unmarried and become udas in that way. But Sangat ji, it might be that when they see somebody else get married, their mind starts to think, yaar, je kite mera bhi vyah ho janda. They might start thinking that, oh, only if, what would my life be like if I was to have got married as well? So they're actually not udas. So they actually still got that, while trying to put that false hope in something that may have brought them happiness. So udas is when you're actually free. But not for a moment that says you're becoming free. You're getting more and more, deeper and deeper entangled in this world. You see somebody else buy something and you think that, you know what, it might benefit me. Life might become more convenient, but it's actually that I'm just getting addicted now to more pleasures. Now I want that extra technology and I'm trying to make my life more and more comfortable, more and more pleasures out of the world. But the more we try and satisfy our inner thirst with the world's pleasures and comforts, actually what we're doing is the more we're becoming prone to things like anxiety. Why? Because there's that hope in that to bring us something. And then when it doesn't, we feel even worse. And then Sache Paatshah, and what happens is, Paatshah says, Badde, jo dise log, tinko byapay, Chinta rog. They're saying the bigger the people that we see within this world, they say instead their anxiety and their worries are bigger as well. They find it difficult to sleep. Karke jinnu chinta hai unnu ta neend tak bhi nahi aandi. Gurbani tell us about this as well. Bikhin se kahe rachyo nimak na ho hai udas. Paatshah saying bikhin se kahe rachyo. Look at this poison. Instead, we renounce that they are inside of us, that compassion inside of us for what? For things like slander. And Paach is saying that Asank nindak sir karhe par. Paach tell us a law. They're saying you're accumulating a whole abundance of weight on your head. And I'm sure Sangat ji, if we start to contemplate on the laws of this life, of what Guru Sahib ji calls hukam, we'll realize every time we've sat and slandered someone, how does it make us feel afterwards? That thought remains within our mind, what we've said, and it becomes this weight. And then they're saying that Kaho Nanak Bhaj har mana pare na jam ki faas. They're saying, but instead they go back to that, reinforce that idea, meditate on Waheguru Ji. But to meditate on Waheguru Ji, we need the lifestyle to go with it now. We need the discipline as well. We can't expect to be stuck in poison and recite God's name and it'll still all work out for us. Then we have to give up that poison as well that is killing us. That slander that is causing us anxiety. We can't expect now that, well, I'm reciting God's name as well and I'm trying to do these good deeds, but I can continue to do that. And we think we can do both. It's not going to work. Instead, we're still going to feel in turmoil. Bhai Gurdas Ji explained this to us. Bhai Gurdas Ji say to us in their pauri, they say that it's like a doctor giving you a medication, but the precaution that the doctor prescribes for you, says you don't take that precaution, and instead you come back complaining to the doctor that you advise and that your medicine that you gave me did not work. But we don't realize that it was actually that I didn't take the precautions. I didn't take the precaution of not slandering and lying and hating, because dharam has got to be also lived on a physical level, and living it on a physical level is telling the truth, but then that's not where it stops. Then we need to take it to the mental level as well. Man karke bhi, but it'll only go to the man, and the ras will only come if we're doing the outside, and we need to do the inside, where we do chintan and meditate on Waheguru Ji. So Pacha Ji says that Hum andle and bikhe bikrati kyo chal hai gur chali. They says I am blind. So we've got to surrender, put our arms up and saying that, look, I am stuck. I am engrossed. I keep wanting more and more and it's not satisfying me and I need help now. But the first thing to do to get help, we have to say, I'm ignorant, I'm blind, I'm stuck, I'm andle, and bikhe. There's that word bikhe. It's the same as bikhen, the poison. Bikhe, bikarati. I'm now so engrossed in this poisonous way of life, in these negative things. Bikhe bikarati kyo chal hai. And now I ask a question, how? Kyo chal hai gur chali. How do I walk upon that path of the Guru? And then Paach is saying, Satgur diya kare sukh data hum lave apan pali. That the Satguru, when he sees us in this state, when he sees us crumbling apart and surrendering, then Satgur diya, the diya in Satguru Ji Sache Paatshah Ji, then it's always there. It's always there, but now we've opened our heart to the Guru's daya, to the Guru's compassion, to the Guru's kindness. So Satgur daya, because there's a system to everything. Satgur daya kare sukh data hum lave apan pali hum lave. And then the Guru attaches us to his hem, and then we're safe. Then we can hold on to his hem and we can walk that way. And then how do we go? We need to yearn for those beloved Gursikhs that are walking already on the Guru's path. And then those beloved Gursikhs can then lead us to the Guru and show us what it means to live on the Guru's path, what it means to be walking on the Guru's path. That's why Paatshah Ji says as well that Jo dise Gur Sikhda tis niv lagon pae jio. That Sikh of the Guru that you see that is following the Guru's way, Jo dise Gur Sikhda tis niv lagon pae jio. Attach yourself to their feet, meaning lower yourself in humility before them, because they are already walking on that path. Paatshah Ji saying Jo dise Gur Sikhda tis niv lagon pae jio. Akhan birtha ji ki gur sajjan deh malai jiyo. Tell my inner state that I have lost in trying to find happiness through bikhiya, through poison. Has anybody ever been happy drinking poison and killing themselves? No. Sangaji destroying themselves, decaying themselves. Bikhin syo kahe rachyo. But now I've realized that I was engrossed in these negative ways, in this hatred and ill thoughts. So then I say, Akhan, I tell my inner state, Akhan, birtha ji ki gursajjan deh malaye jiyo. I want to become friends with the Guru as well. How can I actually make that true union with the Guru? Even though we can say we just go and do Matha Tek to Guru Granth Sahib Ji and then we can see the Guru. But the Gursikh will tell us how to be actually walking the path of the Guru. That's why I say to that Gursikh, Akhan birtha ji ki gursajjan deh malaye jiyo. Soi das upadesada mera man anant na kahu jaye jiyo. Then I'll say, give me that teaching from the Guru. Soi das upadesada mera man anant na kahu jaye jiyo. That my mind now goes nowhere else other than the Guru's feet. Mera man anant na kahu jaye jiyo. Eho man tੈਂ ਕੂ ਡੇਵਸਾ ਮੈਂ ਮਾਰਗ ਦੇਹੋ ਬਤਾਏ ਜਿਓ. Just tell me the path. Eho man ਤੈਂ ਕੂ ਡੇਵਸਾ. I'll give you this mind of mine to yours. I'll give this mind. I'll surrender before this Gursikh. But just show me the path. Eho man ਤੈਂ ਕੂ ਡੇਵਸਾ ਮੈਂ ਮਾਰਗ ਦੇਹੋ ਬਤਾਏ ਜਿਓ. How ਆਇਆ ਦੂਰੋਂ ਚੱਲ ਕੇ ਮੈਂ ਤੱਕੀ ਤੋਂ ਸ਼ਰਨਾਏ ਜਿਓ. I've come from such a far distance, meaning that I've been going through so many difficult times. I've tried to accumulate the wealth of this life. It's done nothing for me in bringing me contentment. So now, Hawaiian duro chalke ma takki to shanai jiyo ma asa rakhi chit mein mero sabbo dukh gawai jiyo. Take away this suffering and pain from me, from what I have been accumulating from this poisonous ways that bikhinasyo kahe rachiyo. That why are you engrossed in things that are killing you? And then he will say, Et marg chale paide, gur kahe so kar kamaye jiyo. And that what the Guru is saying, Tyage man ki matadi visare duja pao jiyo. Let go of the mind's way, of your mind keep telling you it's okay. Forget, just don't worry about Reras. Let's just watch the football match today. Let's forget doing sitting down and doing Simran and teaching the kids. Let's just, watch a movie tonight, and it's just an easier thing to do. But let's remain focused. Parena jamki fas pat, just saying you remain focused, you meditate on God, you live that lifestyle. And then they say that death won't come to you, that news of death won't be around you, meaning that you won't have that fear of death, meaning that you will be then truly detached from inside. And then Pacha says, Vadda hua dunindar gal sangal kat chalaya. Actually, it's the bigger we become in this world, the more attached we become in wanting and remaining here, because we've made so much for ourselves. The more we're trying to hold on to something, the more I'm trying to hold on to my children, the more I'm trying to hold on to this house, the more I'm trying to hold on to my body. What is going to happen then? Gal sangal kat chalaya. Then there's going to be this resistance, and the resistance is going to be then a chain around me. My inside is going to be dragged out that I have no power over. But instead, if I'm udas, if I'm detached, then there'll be no news. Nobody will have to put a rope around me. Nobody will have to put a chain around me. Then I'll be okay to go. Just like Pachis Jekar Sahib man hona visre ta sehla marna hoye. Then leaving this body is easy. Then I will realize kaun muare, kaun muare. What is it that is dying? Actually, there isn't anything, because I am that Atma that is now just going to be traveling and going to the next destination. So Guru Sikh Pyare, we can actually look at a beautiful example that sometimes on the outside, somebody looks like they're engrossed. But just like this, somebody did benti to Guru Arjan Dev Ji Paatshah Ji. Kende Guru Arjan Dev Ji Paatshah, kende tusi hai Brahm Gyani di paudi uchari, kende Sukhmani Sahib di bani andar. You've recited this paudi about a Brahm Gyani, somebody that has realized their soul. And it says that, is there anyone that is actually out there, a Gursikh of yours that is on this avastha, that has reached this avastha, that has reached this state of mind, that man sacha, mukh sacha soye, avar na pekhe ek bin goye, nanak eh lachan Brahm Gyani hoye. Guru Arjan Dev Ji Paatshah Ji says to this Gursikh, it says they gave him the address to go to a particular Gursikh's shop where he actually traded. Utto tel di dukaan sigi. Teliyan भी ਕਿਹਾ ਜਾਂਦਾ ਆ, ਜਿਹੜੇ ਤੇਲ ਕੱਢਦੇ ਨੇ ਤਾਂ ਫਿਰ ਤੇਲ ਵੇਚਦੇ ਨੇ ਪਿੱਪੀਆਂ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਪਾ ਕੇ. So he had a business of selling oil, and he's now gone off and he's sitting and waiting in this shop where this Gursikh, where Guru Arjan Dev Ji has sent him. But the Gursikh is serving a customer at the moment. And then as he's serving this customer, he's listening to their conversation. And as we know what happens, we try and barter when we go into a shop. We've all done it. So the cost came to, it was something like about 11 rupees. And the customer was saying, Das lalo, it's all right, just take 10. And the Gursikh looked at him and said, Nahi vire. He goes, 11 bande hai. He goes, I'm being fair with you. He goes, everything's been priced correctly. I don't rip anyone off. Main 11 hi lene hai. And he says, nahi yaar. He goes, tu ta aim hi aad gaya. He goes, tu 10 le la. He goes, and the Gursikh says, no, everything's priced fairly and I will only take 11. And he said that, and he goes, nah, just take 10. He goes, nahi. He goes, leave the oil. You can go, but I'm not taking 10. And in the end, he's like, okay, okay, kenda yaar, like, eta yaar, inneti ami take gaya. Imandani, he goes, he won't give me any discount. So he goes, yeah, here you go, look, that's fine. He goes, then he agreed, he gave the 11, and he did think in his mind as well, it is fair because he's already priced it really well, and other people actually try and rip you off. He didn't say this, but he had this thought in his mind, he's gone off now. This Gursikh's thinking, this guy cannot be a Brahmgyani. He goes, he's fighting over 1 rupee over a bit of oil. His whole shop is full of oil. And he said, what is he going to teach me about being detached from this world? Brahmgyani sada nirlep jaise jal mein kamal alep. A Brahmgyani, a realized person, is meant to be nirlep, is meant to be completely untouched by this world. Sada nirlep jaise jal mein kamal alep, just like that lotus flower in the water. He goes, this guy is not that lotus flower. So he thought, oh, well, I'm here now. I've got to kind of, ride it out. I've got to stay with this guy. So he said, I'm come from Guru Arjan Dev Ji Pach. This Gursikh, Guru Arjan Dev Ji Pach ji kolo aaye. Wah. And he's falling at his feet. He says, you've come from my Guru. He goes, let me take you home. Let me serve you. Onnu manje te bathaya. Onnu kehna laga. He goes, how can I do you seva this Gursikh? Because jada Brahmgyani vi oh aap pyareo, jara kat ke antar ki janat, just like God is the inner knower of each and every heart. Kat ke antar ki janat, kat means heart, each and every heart, what those secrets that are inside. But a Brahmgyani, he also knows these things. He's also connected to the energy of everything. He knows what's going on in his mind. This Gursikh says, let me save you, because let me wash your hands. And you know what? He bought buckets. He bought tins of this oil. He massaged his Gursikh's hands in oil. He's just throwing out that oil like anything, from taking all these containers and it's like he's just bathing him in oil. And the Gursikh said, what a strange guy. He goes, you fighting over 1 rupee, and he goes, you've just spent hundreds of rupees on oil of just washing my hands and giving me a massage. He goes, I don't get it. He goes, a Brahmgyani, that Gursikh said, he goes, when I was at work, he goes, you don't become detached in that way. He goes, that's false detachment, when you don't even know what's going on and you become so unconscious and you just give everything away and then you become bankrupt. You've got no business left. He goes, I work fairly. He goes, he could go anywhere else. And he goes, that oil won't even be pure. He goes, my oil is pure. And he goes, I work honestly. And he said that I use all this oil on you. He goes, because this is now my dharam. You come from a guru. Now I'll give everything up to serve someone till my last breath. And he realized that how detached he truly is from inside, but he's still got his principles and he's very firm. That's a true nishani of a Brahmgyani. It's not someone that becomes unconscious and lost and doesn't even know how to live. They're the ones that know how to live now perfectly. Kaho Nanak bhaj har mana. He was meditating on God's name. Pare na jam ki fast. Death, that he had no problem to leave this body. He wasn't engrossed in this body. Nimak na hoye udas. He wasn't that one, not for a moment that he wasn't detached from this body. He wasn't indulging in any poison. Let us do ardas that we can refrain from these poisons of slander, of greed, of being attached to this body. May Maharaj just give us the himmat, the strength that Uddam Karho, Karavo Thakur, that you give me the strength to be able to meditate upon you and become detached in that way and keep me away from these poisons. Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh.
If you enjoyed this video, please like, comment, share and subscribe. Please donate and help spread Guruji's message. Link is in the description below. Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh.
Vaheguru